Hello, everyone. This is Michelle Brantner coming to you from a different office today. I'm actually with our KCH principal, Mr. Montgomery. So welcome, Mr. Montgomery, to your own office.
I know. And hello to all the families out there from KCH.
So we wanted to just chat a little bit about some of the things that are exciting, the happenings at KCH. So are you willing to give us a little insider intel?
Sure. We have a lot of things that are going on here at KCH behind the scenes. So one of the first things that's most exciting to us at this time of year is we have just concluded our official kindergarten registration period, which ended at the end of March. And now we're underway for planning for the fall already. And we are excited to have 99 kids registered to come in right now at kindergarten. So we are looking to connect with some of our families. If you've got anyone out there, please contact our main office to let us know that you have a kindergartner coming in. Mrs. Phillips has set up a parent square, and that parent square is, of course, electronic communication that comes right to your phone or your email. And she's going to be providing updates as we move now between the end of the registration and our kindergarten screening, which is on the 18th of May. Again, all of our UPK students, you don't have to come to registration or pre-screening on the 18th because Mrs. Long and Mrs. Salomon are going to take care of all of that.
So Mr. Montgomery, what can parents and families and incoming kindergartners expect at a screening? What happens there?
So the first thing, you'll be greeted by one of our retired teachers, Joanne Loudermilk, and she's going to present you with a book, The Night Before Kindergarten, which is sponsored by one of our Marcellus Academic Club groups. And then you will meet our staff. You'll be paired up with one of our kindergarten teachers. One of our OTs will be there. Our physical therapist will be there. Our speech pathologist will be there. Our school psychologist, social worker, our school nurse, our secretaries, so that we can button up any last minute pieces that need to be done for the official registration. And of course, to answer your questions and get your little ones used to being here at KCH.
And I think, if I'm remembering correctly, there's also going to be an opportunity for families to come in maybe late August.
Yes, our staff is set to return on August 30th and 31st prior to the official start of school. And what we will do is kindergarten and UPK families will be brought in on the 30th. That information is located on our website. I just updated our slideshow, so you can always check on some of the most important questions as kindergarten grows closer to some of you. But it is set for the 30th, and we look forward to having you here. That will be for adults only.
Yes.
So you can ask some of the very important questions of our teachers and our staff in our building. And then on Tuesday, September 6th, which is our first official day of school for grades 1 through 12, our kindergarten and UPK students will have a family event where they can come with their families and they can visit classrooms. They're going to go on a bus safety ride. They can see the building up and running in action before they start. The very next day would be their first full day.
Yes, and that's a long-standing tradition here.
Yes.
and a great one. It gives our kindergartners and now our UPKers a great head start to the school year so that they can be off and running the second day. So, Mr. Montgomery, I heard that we're doing some changes with the way we're going to be assessing students with our marking periods. So can you share a little bit of information about that?
Sure. So we have had a year-long discussion with staff members regarding our current marking periods. Right now we have 4 marking periods, which roughly last 9 to 10 weeks. And in some of our marking periods, that's interrupted by winter recess and spring recess and holiday recesses. So we have strategically planned how to best assess and plan instruction for students. So we're now going to move to a 3 marking period system, which for our UPK and kindergartners coming in for the very first time, some of them, this will give us some latitude to have them get used to the building, and we can design instruction that's based upon their needs with a little bit of wiggle room there. So for example, our marking periods will last 12 to 14 weeks versus 9 to 10.
I can imagine, when as a teacher having new students that you're getting used to, having a little extra time, especially at the beginning of the year, has to be helpful.
Sure, it absolutely is. It allows our teachers, or it will allow our teachers, to focus more on longer term goals versus short term goals. And what that might mean in the context of reading is it's very important for all students to know letter sounds. But if by extending the marking periods, we can also give you a report on how those letter sounds are coming together for the actual reading of words, instead of knowing just letter sounds and letter names.
Sure.
But how are students putting those together so that they can actually read?
I think it'll be a great change that'll really give our families deeper information about the progress of their students. So huge appreciation to you and the staff for rethinking that. What else is new on the learning front, Mr. Montgomery?
Well, we will, just on a side note with the marking periods, we will still hold parent conferences at the end of October into November. That will not change because we want you to have that information right away as school comes available. But also, as far as our adult learning, we are continuing on with the science of reading here. We have our plans for staff professional development this year that will include volume 1 and 2 of what we are diving into, and that's letters training. That helps our teachers know how to teach kids how to read and what happens when they struggle.
Sounds great. Well, I think that the year ahead is going to be exciting. Admittedly, I'm sad that I won't be here to experience it all with you, but I know that all of our KCH families and students are in great hands. So Thanks so much for sharing some updates with us today.
Thanks.
Have a good day, everyone.
Bye, everyone.